and welcome back to my channel. My name is Nana and I do reviews of shows, movies, trailers. Thank you for all who have watched, liked, commented, turned on the notification bell for more videos. Today I'm just gonna get straight into it, reviewing the series Ratched. So I started watching Ratched when it straight out came out. Watched the first episode and it took me a while to digest what I just saw, because it was about Edmund killing those Catholic fathers, and we got introduced to Edmund's sister, Nurse Ratched, and the next episode was when they put Edmund into the psychiatric hospital. I stopped watching it for a long time, and later on I watched the trailer and realized that my favorite British actress is in it. So I was like, oh, I have to give the show another chance. And by that I mean Sophia Konedu. She's my favorite British actress. So I'd completely forgotten about it because I've been tortured enough by other psychological thrillers like The Haunting of Bly Manor and Lovecraft Country. Took a break from psychological thrillers / horrors. Watched them on Amazon Prime, which was another masterpiece. And the Emmy nominations came out, and I saw that Sophia Konedu had been nominated for an Emmy for Ratched. I was like, oh, let me just go and check this out again, because I'm sure I'd missed something. And boy, oh boy, was I in for a treat. If you haven't seen the show, it is on Netflix at the moment. I will rate it. Let me just get into it. I'll rate it 5 out of 5 and I'll tell you why. So, Nurse Ratched is not a nurse. Somehow she managed to get herself dressed into one, got herself a job in a psychiatric hospital, and it takes one to know one, because the head of the hospital, Dr. Hanover himself, was a fake person. So, he didn't know any better, and the other guy didn't know any better. Ratched didn't know any better, and they were just winging it. The kind of procedures they were doing, accessing people's brains to their eyeballs, yeah. Anyway, so Edmund is in this psychiatric hospital, and Ratched is trying to get Edmund out. So, backdrop, when they were young, they were put in foster care, had really bad foster parents, and then they got separated. So Edmund traced his mother and realized that the mother was raped by one of the Catholic fathers, and that's how he came about. And so he had it for them for a long time, and the way he went about killing them was gruesome. You get introduced to Hanover, and there is one nurse whose name, what's her name? Oh, I've forgotten the name of this nurse, but she was gunning for the position job, literally trying to suck up to Hanover every chance she got. And Mildred Ratched had a very cunning way about her with Hanover, almost like she was playing him but was sucking up to him at the same time. I just couldn't quite work out why. Anyway, so I went through it. I'm not going to do series episode by episode review. I'm just going to do an overview. We went through with the patients coming in and out, those who have been tortured. We get introduced to Sharon Stone's character, whose son had been maimed from his upper limbs and couldn't move, and he wanted Hanover's head on a pike because he was the one who killed someone, had those hands taken off, and then reattached it to the son's arms, and it became necrotic, so they had to cut it off. So the boy lost his hand, and the other guy, his limbs, and the other guy had died. And she, this is a golden child, and somehow, he can't even wipe his bottom. That's how bad it was. So she lived with the son who's disabled, and their monkey, who is not a human being but get treated better than the son. Anyway, so he had an aim for Hanover. Mildred Ratched had it in for Hanover because he wanted to get his brother out, and the mayor of the town wanted to showcase this psychiatric hospital. He wanted to make sure everything is done to his taste, and he wanted lavish procedures to be done as a spectacle. Wanted votes from the general public to showcase that you can get rid of all these psychotic people in society and put them in these prisons, get them out of society, get rid of them, So he was more than happy to showcase the hospital in that way, so by any means necessary. Then we get to Charlotte Wells, who is played by Sophia Kennedy. So she has either bipolar or a borderline personality disorder, one of those. So she's Charlotte Wells, but when we get introduced to her, she is embodying someone else. I think it's a pianist years and years ago, ranting what she used to do back then. They put her in the care home, and Hanover and Charlotte Wells escape. Now that was because of Mildred. Mildred had allowed them to escape because the system was coming for them. Anyway, that meant that the other dodgy nurse became the head of this whole thing. Now, Mildred then got stuck in a room with Hanover, and one of her alter egos came out and butchered Hanover, and Hanover died. Then Charlotte came back to herself from wherever she went to and saw what she had done, and she came back to the psychiatric hospital and told them, Hanover is dead. Stupid nurse left Charlotte Wells in Hanover's office. She found the gun. Now put the gun to that dodgy nurse's head and took him to Edmund's cell because he wanted Edmund out. Apparently Edmund had done something. I can't remember what Edmund had done. So wanted Edmund out. Anyway, two people got in her way. There was this one nurse with I think he had a burn. I forgot his name as well. Had a burn, and literally Charlotte went boom, and then he was dead. I was like, oh my gosh, what is going on? The next person, I think it was a policeman or Navy SEAL, I can't remember. He also got in their way, and she was gone. And then she channeled Hanover. So now Charlotte Wells was acting as Hanover. And I was struck by her tapestry. If anyone has seen what's the name of Secret Life of Bees, she married Secret Life of Bees and the bipolar character she played in Sins of a Sexual Nature. Like, she put these two together and cranked it up. If you've not seen that movie, there's a masterclass in acting between Sophie and Tom Hardy in the Sins of Sexual Nature on YouTube that you should watch. Absolutely hilarious. Absolutely hilarious. So I knew she could bring the crazy out, because in that movie she was bipolar and Tom Hardy's character was called Ludo, and she was trying to hit on this girl. Okay, she's agreed to it. Let's get into it. And she stretched and she was like, who are you? By then, Tom Hardy was already stripped naked, waiting for some action. And she was like, I don't know you, we didn't agree to this. That was the end. And it was this dog that Tom Hardy had. And when he was naked, the dog thought he could see a sausage working around. So the dog started chasing him. But it's a brilliant 10 minutes of ingenious acting. And I could see bits of that in here. But there's some maturity to it. Like, obviously we've all seen Orphan Black and how that was filmed. Sorry for the background noise, I think there's a plane coming. But you can see that she takes it to a different level. Like, there's some maturity about it. The way she draws the emotions out, like breaking the chairs, and she cranks in. And when the switch happens from Charlotte Wells to Hanover and all the other characters she channeled, there's that vulnerability, which I was blown away. I was about to sleep last night and I watched the finale and I was like, what just happened? Now I get why she was nominated for the Emmy. Okay. Mildred, the lady who plays Mildred, I've forgotten her real name, Paulson, I think her name is. Brilliant actress, but let's not get it twisted here. Sophie stole the show. From episode 5 to 8, like, the acting just showed up. She was brilliant, absolutely brilliant. I'll give this show 5 out of 5. Very short and sweet. I don't know what they will do with the next episode, next season, but we look forward to it. If you haven't watched it, watch it on Netflix. And let's get a conversation going in the comment section. Comment, like, subscribe, share. And I'll see you on the next one. Bye.